I was absolutely shocked to find myself so addicted to Fields of Mistria, a seemingly simplistic Stardew-like farming sim that's still in early access. But here I am, over 30 hours into the game and nearly finished with my first year of farming and stocking my favorite boy toys, and I realize I've made a lot of mistakes. No, not with you, sweet Ulrich. You'll be mine someday. So today I'm going to share my top 12 Fields of Mistria beginner tips and tricks to save you time, money, and frustration throughout your first seasons in the game. Tip number 1, moving barns and coops. If you want to move a barn or chicken coop, you'll first need a place to move the animals that are inside it. Walk up to your animal and click the button to inspect. The button or key is listed on the bottom left of your screen. From there, select to edit their current building, and if you have another that has space for your animal, simply move it to that new building. If you have nowhere to move them, simply head over to Hayden's farm and place all of the animals from that building into daycare, which is completely free. Then head back to your farm and interact with the little sign on the right of your barn. Choose to remove it, and then you'll have the blueprint and contents from the barn back in your pockets. Move the barn to the new location, rebuild it, and then move your animals into it either by inspecting and moving them from the temporary barn or heading back to Hayden's farm if you put them in daycare. It takes a bit of time juggling the animals, but that's how you move barns in Fields of Mistria. Tip 2, control shortcuts. First, open your settings, go into controls, and you can set a key or button for using your tool charged and a separate one for using your tool repeatedly. This saves you from having to spam click to harvest lumber and stone. Second, when you have a chest open, you can quickly transfer all items in a stack by pressing Shift and left mouse button on keyboard or the A button on controller. Another shortcut, if you want to just transfer one item from a stack, use the X button on controller or click the right mouse button just to grab one. I use the X button shortcut every morning when removing just enough grass seed or hay to feed my animals. Tip 3, ship one of anything new. Anytime you grow a new crop or find a new item, ship at least one, as you'll often receive a new recipe with that ingredient the next day. Of course, make sure to also donate one to the museum. If it needs donated, you'll see a museum icon with a checkbox indicating whether you've already made that donation. Tip 4, scavenge for resources everywhere. Fields of Mistria has a pretty large map considering how quickly each day passes, and it's easy to miss harvestable items such as the cattails and water chestnuts around the ponds. Hoard piles of everything for crafting, cooking, and quests. Tip 5, boosting stamina. I made an entire video about ways to boost your stamina, but some quick tips are to visit the inn for your free daily soup that gives you 20 stamina, drink the water from the 3 fountains as you unlock them. Juniper's bathhouse will fully restore your stamina, as will using your restore magic spell. You can buy medicinal syrups from the clinic, eat the food you cook, choose perks that aid your stamina, and you'll earn permanent stamina boosts as you level up your town. Tip 6, mining. Inside the mine, you have another shrine that offers different perks than the one by your house. You can enhance your mining and combat skills, and trust me, these are so incredibly helpful, so spend your essence here before doing much mining. One of my favorite perks grants you a pretty cool jump and attack move that's quite deadly. This move also works awesomely for chopping down grass on your farm. Make sure to save at least one of everything from the mines, as you'll eventually need them to access deeper levels. Tip 7, making money. The economy in Fields of Mistria is pretty tough, but my favorite ways to make money are fishing, cooking, mining ores, and completing quests. Many of the recipes fetch a pretty decent price and simultaneously level up your cooking skill. You can refine ore into bars and tools and sell these while increasing your blacksmith skill, And remember that quests don't expire, so it's fine to rack up a huge list and just turn them in as you come across the items. Tip number 8, inventory. You'll constantly run out of inventory space, so one of the first things you'll want to do is save up 1,000 coins and purchase the inventory expansion at the general store. Beyond that, you'll have to wait until you upgrade the general store and can then purchase your second 10-slot inventory upgrade for 2,000 coins. One space-saving tip I love is when you're finished watering your crops in the morning, chuck your watering can in the garden to give you one extra inventory spot for your daily resource gathering. And if you're out foraging and run out of space, harvest anything you can grab and leave it sitting for later. This resets the respawn timer and the dropped items will not despawn. It will make your Mistria map look a bit like a hoarder's playground, but it's an absolute resource goldmine that will be waiting whenever you walk by with empty space in your backpack. Tip 9, toss the shovel. Don't waste backpack space by carrying your shovel around for artifact digging. Just use your pickaxe at the dig site, and you can also dig up any bumpy areas on the rest of the map. Oh, and by the way, you can also use your pickaxe to destroy and move furniture and items. Sadly, it doesn't work to move trees though, and neither does the shovel. But the axe? Yeah, it works. And now I have to repurchase my expensive cherry blossom tree. Tip 10, the giant museum rock. Every time you pass by the museum, get into the habit of breaking the giant rock just below it. You'll get 20 stone and a sapphire. You'll need tons of stone for upgrades, and the sapphire makes a great gift for that special someone in your life. Tip 11, shiny beads. Once you unlock the Currency of Care skill perk, you can hand feed your animals and get shiny beads. And by the way, you can feed them hay and grass seed, eggs, and even low-value forageables like berries. You can even give them high-quality food from the mill to get more beads. Give these beads to the chicken statue west of Hayden's farm for some pretty cool rewards. Tip 12, storage chests. One awesome feature in Fields of Mistria is you don't have to have items in your pocket to use them in crafting. As long as you have the ingredients in one of your storage chests, you can use them in crafting and cooking recipes. For this reason, I like to keep my storage chests near where I want to unload the items, such as by the garden, barns, farm entrances, and cooking areas. Just make sure you don't accidentally click the lock button inside your chest, as then items won't be pulled from it for crafting. And there you go, 12 Fields of Mistria tips and tricks for beginners to help you through the first seasons of the game. If I missed any important tips, please share them in the comments below. And if you aren't quite sure whether Fields of Mistria is worth buying in early access, check out my unsponsored review. If you like cute and cozy games, please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.